Yeah.
Like, it doesn't always
History doesn't
exactly
repeat, but it
repeat,
always rhymes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's been a lot of rhyming lately.
Yeah. So Van Buren, he's going through his legal practice, and in 1807 he meets his wife, and it's kind of cute because he married his like childhood best friend.
Oh, it's a meet cute.
Yeah. All right, Hannah. She's also Dutch descent, and what's really funny is that like they still spoke Dutch in their house. So
Right.
like it wasn't just like Martin Van Buren grew up in his Dutch speaking household and then learned English and never used Dutch again. No, like when they had their four sons, Abraham, who's named after Martin Van Buren's father, John, and then and Martin, who is obviously named Martin Van Buren, and Smith Thompson, which I always like when they have two names. I think that's kind of cool. But unfortunately, that they're not married that long. Hannah ends up dying in 1819, so they're only married 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she passes away at 35. And it really destroyed Van Buren, as you can imagine. So he never marries again.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Never marries again.
Is this our first widower in office?
First widow. No, Andrew Jackson was a widower.
That's right. Yeah.
And so was Thomas Jefferson. Wow. Oh, my God. Are like half the presidents widowed
At
this point?
3 of 8?
3 of 8, yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
Monroe was fine. Madison was fine. Yeah.
John Adams
Oh,
was
wow.
fine. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's depressing. Oh my God. Why are the presidents wicked sad? They're like parents die young and
parents die. Yeah,
are all the presidents
wives aren't
Batman?
dying. They all seem to have an alcoholic son who like destroyed the family finances and. So which one of his kids was the shithead? No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, no, dude. But surprisingly not. I never got anything that like would make me think that any of his kids were bad. In fact, they all seem pretty close to their father. Again, we're using contemporary. We're not like these sources weren't contemporary, so that's I don't. Footnote for everybody out there.
Is there anything still surviving of the Van Buren estate?
I believe so, but it wasn't as ostentatious as the other estates. So I know that I believe the tavern's been preserved, but I also don't know how original that tavern is.
Right.
And a couple sources I looked at kind of disagreed with each other, so I didn't really like go into any exposition on it because I really. I'll be honest, like some of the funny stuff, if you only have one source on it, I'm kind of like okay with it. If I'm like, hey, this is a goofy
funny.
story,
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
I feel weird being like, oh, that's the actual, like, I feel like it's like Plymouth Rock. Like, is Plymouth Rock the actual rock? It's like, probably not.
Or Paul Revere's house where we know it's not.
Yeah, we're like, but in
Literally
fairness,
burned down.
yeah, in fairness, they will tell you it burned down. By the way, Plymouth Rock, biggest tourist trap.
Oh, dude, it's right next to the Constitution, which is like, the Mayflower 2, which was really cool. We stopped to go see that. I think we parked next to the Plymouth Rock and didn't even realize it.
Yeah, and the problem is the Pilgrims landed in Provincetown first. Like, very famously landed not in Plymouth first, so it's weird that they're like... Also, did one guy stand on the rock and was like, this is the rock? That's a SpongeBob?
Right.
It's a rock, Patrick. Old SpongeBob is actually the fieriest cartoon of all time.
All right. All right. Can we do this now? All right. Sorry, Laura. I'm gonna commandeer the show now. I actually was in the shower this morning thinking it would be amazing if we could do like some little off-topic content, ranking our top 5 cartoons.
All right, number 1, King of the Hill. Number 2, King of the Hill. Number 3, Archer. Number 4, SpongeBob. Number 5,
Archer was the shirt I was going to wear
Bob's
for this,
Burger.
but it was a little bit small. H. John Benjamin's a national treasure.
He is amazing. I like that dude has no controversies because he's just like, I do voice acting, then like go home and hang out with my family, and I have no other desires in life.
So let's see. Archer's a solid one. I give you that one. I don't know about King of the Hill. I don't know. Put that. I like King of the Hill, but I didn't have that one up there.
I think I have every episode memorized.
South Park. How do you not have that in their top 5?
I did King of the Hill twice. I guess I'm
that's
not going
okay.
King of the Hill.
I would throw DuckTales in there if we're gonna go like
DuckTales, good pick.
Yeah,
good pick.
I would have put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in there, but I did not like the way they did. They always changed the voice actors. Donatello and Leonardo kept changing too often, and if you can't have continuity with voice acting, I'm sorry, you're not going to be a top 5 cartoon.
Controversial pick. Static Shock.
Static Shock.
Those were my favorite shows growing up.
I never saw that. Did you ever watch
Yeah.
the CGI version of Starship Troopers?
Yes, and it gave me nightmares as a child.
That was actually a pretty damn good cartoon.
Dude, Starship Troopers is a good. This is a good overall show.
good book.
Yeah, just overall very good. Trying to think. So my brother growing up, he's my brother's born in '89. He's a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. So
Yeah.
one of his Christmas gifts this year, I got him the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic that came out in his birth month.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
In '89, and
Yeah.
I got him one that's graded and preserved. I got him just
Another
one
one
that
you
he
can
can read through.
Yeah.
And he's flipping through, and he's like, the ads in these things were amazing, and I was like, yeah, they were. Dude, no, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is great. Yeah.
All right, thank you
we
for
should
that.
do
I'm sorry.
You had good picks. Like, that's a good one.
You got some good picks in there. I think a solid list. All right, back to Martin Van Buren.